All right. So, whereas the last thing we did was a homework, okay, using this platform. So I want to take like a minute or two to just give you an overview of what we did. But I'm also showing you some trades I took this today. Okay, so I took some trades today, and this is what it's showing. I think many of you are having issues trying to get a statement that shows the number of pips and so on. Okay, so very quickly, I will show you how to do that. So this is a ribbon right here. This is a ribbon with all these things here. You can add, reduce, whatever. Yeah, there. So what I will do is I will clear that. Okay, then come here and right click. If I right click anywhere along that line there, okay, you see all these options. So all these options actually can be here. Okay, so for example, there's order number, order ID, closing direction, opening time, closing time. So in fact, if I wanted to enter opening time, okay, quickly it moves and puts opening time there, as you can see right here. Okay, if you want to put closing volume, swap is a fee that is paid when you leave a trade overnight. Some brokers charge you, some fee, and then there's commission. Commission normally is charged by almost all brokers. Okay, just an FYI, the local brokers, well, they're not local, but actually they're from Kenya now, but they have partnerships abroad. Many of the times you find that they're very expensive. They have very high commissions and sometimes very high spreads. Okay, I'll explain to you what spreads are next time. Okay, so here, as you can see, all those things you ever want to see, they're there. So this pips here, if I remove it, you see it disappears. Okay, but if I click on it, it'll appear, and I can even move it. I can move it wherever I want it to be. I can say, I don't want the pips to show there. I want it to show up right here. Okay, and then maybe gross can appear there. Okay, then net can be in between like that. So the number of pips, the net that you made, and then there's a gross. Oh, the gross comes before net. Okay. Click, drag. There you go. So, and then this is the running balance. So and this you do in history. You do in history. So because you've done this, okay, if you want to send me a statement, what you do now is simple. You come and click on statements, double click. Okay, well, I think my computer is being slow today. And usually sometimes it gives you an option of either statement in PDF or Excel. You don't want it in Excel, okay? I think, sorry, my computer is being slow, it's acting up. There, see? It says export in Excel, export to HTML. So for now, I'll want you to do just the HTML. You don't need to do Excel, but Excel would be good if you want to know like the number of pips you have made. So let me do both. Okay, let's do both. Let's see. All right. There. So I have Excel. These two. One is Excel and one is HTML. Now the HTML is the one you convert into PDF, but Excel, I'm going to open it. But because I did the trades yesterday and today, it will give me details from yesterday's trades and today's. And it's good I'm opening because I want you to see something. And this is what we call scalping. Scalping allows you to take many trades and actually, what am I doing? Oops. Okay. Supposed to be an Excel sheet opening up. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm using the open office. So I'm going to add all this so I can show you how many pips I made just today. Okay, it's supposed to be an auto sum here. It's just basic Excel, basic Excel. There you go. Okay, so today, just today only, I did 59.8 pips. But even then, I was not, this was just a few minutes, just a few minutes. In fact, even if you look at the times, when the trade began and when they stopped, it was just a few minutes. So I did this, I think, in about 5 minutes. Yeah. So see, there's no time here. Opening. Yeah, this would be good to show you the time. All right. So as you can see, in 2 minutes, if you look at this time, 16, 17, 49, 47, and then the last one I took was 16, 19, 29. So that's about less than 2 minutes. So I wasn't even paying attention. All I knew was the market was, was going down. So I just did sell, 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 sell. I think I did like 2 buys. Okay? And as you can see, there's no loss. Look at those pips. They are all positive pips. And that was 59 pips. Which means yesterday, I think it was way more than that. Okay. So you know how to do that. I'll just do discard. Okay, and then this one now, the HTML, which is what I want. I don't want the Excel. I want the HTML. It will now show the pips. See? It shows the pips, gross, balance, and so on and so on. When you have this, it then gives you like a summary down there, which is good. Again, if you hope to be funded sometime, you will need to start practicing using statements, being able to send statements of your performance. So here, for you to send it, you have to right click. This is where most of you missed. You right click, okay? And then you save as. You can click print or save as. So if you click print, which is probably easier, it will give you an option of saving as PDF. See, printer, PDF. Okay, save as PDF. Then you say save, and then you save it on your desktop. For those who are using Mac, you probably want a folder that you know. So I think I'll go one desktop there. So if I save it, There, it's saved. So then for you to send it to me, you just do your email and then you click, and that's it. Is there any question so far about this, about how to send me your homework? I would hope that you are now okay with it. Okay, it's right here. It's under history, so you check history. But when you're taking trades, all the trades come here. All the positions you're taking, they come here. And the pips show up, okay? And then if you want to look at your orders, you go there. If you want to look at the history, you go there. So this is history for today, okay? All right. Price alerts, transactions, journal. If you want to write your journal, that's fine too. So, but I'll let you discover the rest. We don't need them, but you can discover the rest. All right. So today I want to go to a bit of market structure. Okay. Again, very, very fundamental things that you absolutely need to know, whether you're going to be a scalper or you're going to be a swing trader or a long-term trader. Okay. So I'm going to share with you what that market structure is. But before I do that, let me actually share with you. Let's see if I can. Okay, I was trying to get a blank board. I think I can do that. Oh well, we'll do it here. Okay, well, it's not giving me what I want. Let me see. All right, anyway, we'll use this the way it is. I was trying to use a blank page, but it's not allowing me. All right, so I may have mentioned this earlier, but there are basically about 3 different or 4 different types of traders. Okay? So you can choose to be one of them. The types of traders are dependent on personality, but also what they do. So let me start the guys who do like really, really long-term trading, you know. So there's long-term trading. So long-term trading are people who maybe do monthly, weekly. They don't look at the trades daily. Okay. So they use maybe the weekly timesheets. They use monthly time charts. Okay. And these are guys who, once they put money, usually the characteristic is they have large accounts. Okay. Large accounts. So like in Kenya here, maybe some investment companies, banks, Nini, all those, sometimes they do have different accounts within their trading division, and they run large accounts and they don't open them all the time, check. So then from large, the next one is swing accounts. Now, swing accounts are trades that usually you can start from like 1 hour, okay? 1 hour, 4 hours, And this can even go up to a day or 2 or 3, but usually within a week. Okay, you can even have days. So it's called swing because you start and then you let it stay usually overnight or the the length or the life of that particular trade. Not so much large accounts, but it's also very popular among people with big money. Okay, most of you guys, when you proceed from here and you're going to be trading for the prop firms, you'll probably be swing traders, which means you'll be taking trades and you probably want to know what's happening within an hour or two, or within the week. Okay, and your account, of course, must be large for that to happen. Then there is position traders. Now, position traders are actually they're more like swing, or well, they're more like long-term traders. Sorry, position. Now that means they know maybe a particular stock has shot down and they're going to enter for the long run. They're saying, okay, right now it is down here. Okay, and the number down here. The number down here is this. But you're saying, I want to get out of the market because I know the market will be bullish. The market will be going up. I want to be in this. I want to ride it until it gets to maybe 1.8. Okay, and that could take a long time. Okay, or maybe 1.15. See, this is 1.40. Now we're at 1.41. But 1.15 might take a long time, might take a month, might take a week, might take, you don't care. All you want is the position, your position. Maybe you've invested so much money here, and you're saying, when this rises up to this amount, then I want to be out. Okay, those are position traders. Okay, now the last one, or probably the one that most people fear, is the scalping. Scalping are those people who enter in and out of the market very quickly, very, very quickly. Oh, by the way, position traders can do maybe in time from H4, 4 hours, okay, to daily, to weekly, and so on. Because for them, they don't care as long as they reach their target. On the other hand, scalpers do as low as 1 minute and 5 minutes. These are guys who go in, out, in, out, in, out. When they see market is going up, they wait for it to come down, then they enter. When it goes up, when it stops there, kidogo, when the market is retracing, they get out. Okay, then they enter, they go up. When it's retracing, they get out, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so scalping is associated with a lot of pressure and can also be very stressful. Okay, so these 4 trading styles, I think psychologists have noticed that they also kind of by default are found or are attracted by people of particular characteristics. Okay, people of particular characteristics. There are people who are lazy. They don't want to be bothered. They just they like to take life very easy. They're never in a hurry to do anything, and so on and so on. You'll find, again, if they have money, those kinds of people might often go into long-term trading. Okay, let me not put it. Let me not make it look bad. It's not that they are lazy. It's just that they're never in a hurry. They can't stand the idea of having to look at the chart every day, or that's who they are. Same thing. Well, swing traders are people who don't like the stress of the scalping. They don't want to wait too long for the trades, but they're willing to wait for at least an hour or two, you know, and so on and so on and so on. Position traders are people who are almost emotionless. They don't really care. You know, they want to put their money and want to withdraw their money by a particular time. And as long as it has not hit it, they don't care. You know, to them, it's just position. That position hits there, then they're happy. Of course, scalpers are people who get excited. They can handle the adrenaline rush. They like fast-moving cars. They like you know, things that happen quickly. You know, often they either make a lot of money, you know, in a very short time, but equally lose a lot of money in a very short time. Okay, so there are people who like to live on the edge. They cannot be patient. I always say, I can almost tell a scalper, you know, when you're driving on the highway, you know, if you see guys who, you know, if that is the highway, okay, and people are keeping on their lane, assuming this is like that, you'll find that the guys who are always driving and it should turn around, I mean, move from their lane, overtake, go back to their lane, going, overtake, you know, so they're always going in different lanes. That kind of characteristic is the kind of the personality or the kinds of people that are usually scalpers. Okay, guys who want to do things and they can't stand the idea of leaving a trade overnight. Okay, when they go to sleep, they want to make sure that they've shut down all the trades. They can't sleep thinking in their mind that they have an open trade. So anyway, so that's a scalper. All right. Do we need to know these things? Not really, but eventually you'll just gravitate to who you are. You know, you'll find that, oh, you don't like the high pressure, or you like this position trading, or you're okay with the long term or swing. You will find your space. So you don't have to even know this, but I'm letting you know so you know that there is different kinds of traders. In a lot of psychology books, they will actually give you like a psychological test to help you figure out who you are. Okay. All right. The most important thing I want to talk about today is the market structure. Okay. This is a big topic in Forex trading. So by market structure, what do I mean? Well, markets. Exactly what it says, structure. So structure stands for how it looks, how it feels, what it's made of, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. The structure. So for us in Forex, when you talk about the structure of the market, we want to look at what is its behavior. Okay. How do we learn the behavior of the market? And what do we do once we learn the behavior? So there is some fundamental behaviors of the market. Okay. I'm being reminded that our time is almost up. So I'll share some of those fundamentals today. And as always, I'll keep repeating them even in the next class. But for today, just the introduction of fundamentals of market structure. So the biggest thing here is the fact that the market is made up of different time frames. Okay, different time frames. And I think if you've noticed here, there we are. So there's the 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes candles, 4 minutes candles. Okay, so these are the types of candles that you have in Forex. All right. So whether the market is a 1 hour candle, or a 5 minute candle, or a 1 minute candle, the amazing thing about Forex is they will look the same. Now, that's the shocking part. So what do I mean by they look the same? Well, you'll find that if this is 1 minute, okay, the 1 minute candles, then if I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these 5 make 1 5-minute candle. So chances are it will show up something like this. Okay. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here to there. So this makes another candle. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to here. So this makes another candle. So as you can see, as I keep counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this makes another candle. So that is like the sizes of those candles. So basically, simple logic. If you look at this pattern here, this one, this one, this one, this one, it is the same pattern as this detailed candles as it goes up and comes down. Okay. Yeah. So if we were looking at maybe take another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is another candle, 5 candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want to add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here. These candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, together form one 30-minute candle. 30 minutes candle. Remember, each was 1 minute, then it's 5 minutes, then now it's 30 minutes. So if you look at a 30-minute candle, this would have gone to be something like this. Okay, to be something maybe coming from up there. Okay, well, actually it's like this, but if somebody was to draw it to be something maybe okay, so this would be something like that, the 30-minute candle. So why did I start with the issues of times and then the candles? Because there is what we call the fractal nature of the market. Fractal. What does it mean? It means that if something is happening on a big time frame, on a higher time frame, the same thing is happening in the smaller time frame, even though many times, not once, many times. If something is happening, if you freeze this on the 1 minute time frame, well, then you multiply this by 5, you'll find that the 5 minute time frame is doing the same thing. The 30 minutes is doing the same thing. The 1 hour is doing the same thing. Yeah. So another quick example, which is not Forex, but you've heard of sufurias, the sufurias people buy. There were mamas buy sufurias. Sometimes you find you can go buy a big sufuria, but that sufuria comes with other sufurias in there. And those other sufurias come with other sufurias in there, and they are all the same design. Okay? So kama kungekuwa na kitu hapo hivyo, then hii pia ingekuwa na kitu hapo, ingekuwa na kitu hapo, ingekuwa na kitu hapo. That kind of relationship is what we're talking about in the Forex market. Meaning something that's happening in a bigger time frame is also happening in the smaller time frames. All right, that's the fractal nature of the market. All right, having said that, then for us to analyze the market, we always look from the high time frame, high, to a low time frame. Okay. So high to low, which means if you want to, before you trade, and this is very important, we'll actually apply this in class on Wednesday. Before you trade, you first look at the chart, higher time frame. If you plan to trade the 1 minute time frame, okay, 1 minute, you make sure you check as a reference the 5 minute time frame. Okay. If you're going to trade the 5 minute time frame, you check as a reference the 30 minutes or the 1 hour time frame.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
You have a question?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody has a question? So if you're going to trade the 1 hour, then you use the 4 hours time frame.
You know, when we were in, you're right. I think so. When you were in Bondo, some of his inner core.
All right, somebody was talking. Eh? Okay. All right, guys. So the idea is any particular time frame you want to trade, you must always use a higher time frame. Okay. And we'll get into more detail later, but the relationship between the current time frame you want to trade, okay, and the trade you will use to guide you, it must be at least, if this is X, it must be at least either 4 to 6X. 4 to 6X. What does that mean? It means if this is 1 minute, this should be, the least you should trade is actually 5 minutes. You should use 5 minutes to guide you to trade the 1 minute. If you're going to trade the 5 minutes, okay, 5 times 6, you use the 30 minutes to guide you. Okay. If you're going to trade the 1 hour, you use the 4 hours. So what does that mean? Okay. Again, details will come in the next class, but for today, all I want you to know is you need to look at the bigger time frame. Like now, I have this 5 minutes and I have 1 minute. Okay, so I will just change this. There we go. So this is what we normally do. We use this 5 minutes to guide you on what you do on the 1 minute. If the 5 minute time frame is going down, if the market is going down, then this one will definitely be going down much quicker. If this is going up, this will definitely guide you as you go up. Okay. So I know our time is up. Is there any question or should we log in again? Any questions?
No.
Okay, if none, then I think we'll pause here and we'll pick up on Wednesday.